70% of every adult you meet will have cheated on someone at some point in their life.
Oh, no, dude. Yes, welcome to being an adult. 70% of that is so, dude, that is an insane moment, dude. This is an L. This is an L take, dude, from Turkey Tom. This is bad. But he's also a very young guy. You have to remember, I'm 27. Turkis of the Tom is in his early 20s still. He's a bit immature still. He's a young lad. Got a lot of money. And we love that for him. Gentlemen, anyone who is watching, Turkey Tom recently came out and defended some, he had some good, I don't even know the full story. Basically, there was a guy and a girl, and the girl cheated on the guy, but then there was a Google Doc or some shit where the girl came out and gave more information that obviously painted the guy to be a piece of shit, if these things are true. But everyone started roasting this guy, right? Everyone started roasting the girl, for trying to defend cheating on the husband, while the Google Doc says there's a lot more to it than the husband was just a piece of shit. And then, Turkey Tom, while pointing out a lot of things to do with this controversy between these two streamers, also made the admission that he cheated at one point. He's like a cheater, which I don't really care, but I definitely think there are some mental gymnastics being played by Turkis of the Tom here. Just from the cheating angle in general. And I think West Jett also has some good points here. So fuck it. You know what? We're not doing anything. Let's watch it back. Let's be objective.
Are you retarded? What is wrong with you? Do you have a West Jett? Do you actually have a brain? Are you fucking retarded?
Yes.
Do you have a brain?
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
A couple of days ago, I uploaded a video about a VTuber's cheating allegations. Then eventually I deleted it because some of the stuff was kind of iffy. My research wasn't the best, and Turkey Tom roasted me.
Are you fucking retarded?
Yo, is this person fucking retarded?
Yes. Do you have a West Jett? Did you read the document? Did you just skim it? This is your job.
Actually, my job is milking Mr. Beast and promoting gambling, but I digress.
This is what you get paid to do. Did you not read it?
Turkey Tom made a whole video clowning me, and honestly, I deserve to be clowned. I didn't read the full document. I skimmed through 90 pages, but there were quite a few.
Yeah, which that is a big deal, right? People were jumping to pick a side in this, and they weren't even doing the bare minimum of reading the document first, which if you're a smaller channel like me, if I did it, who would really give a fuck? Nobody's watching. But when you have the reach of 100,000, 200,000, even just 10,000 people consistently, you think you'd be a little bit more careful when passing judgment on people that's going to affect them, whether they're guilty or not. Even if it is something as minor as being a cheater or being a hoe, right? Would be the angle you'd place on the girl. That's a fair criticism from Turkey Tom here, obviously, to West Jett. But and then again, it's almost even a side point. It also is secondary to the actual criticisms being levied here and the back and forth. Then you have Turkey Tom being cheating's not even that bad. He tries to justify cheating in a funny little way.
A few things he omitted, which made me look.
Which is bad, duh. I don't know. What is there really to say? Oh, well, let's see if they bring up the part where Turkey Tom defended cheating, and then I'll give my thoughts.
I gotta clap back. She calls cheating exercising autonomy over her body.
No, she did not. No, she did. Are you okay? I actually have to pull up the document at this point in time. Okay, this is actually insane. This is actually nuts. So the context of her saying that was not that cheating is her exercising autonomy over her body. The context of it is that he was trying to pressure her into having sex with him.
People use the
that's the whole gist of it. The boyfriend was pressuring her really like a husband. I think they're even married, which doesn't change the fact that he was being super fucking weird and creepy about her performing some type of sexual act on him. And then she eventually left him, and part of the leaving process was, she had found another partner before she had completely tied things off with him, which is not good, but it's more understandable when you understand what a freak the guy allegedly was, right? That's that's Turkey Tom's point that other people overlooked with that drama.
The word autonomy in context of cheating as well, and I genuinely thought that. I knew the guy was bad. I've read enough of the document to know that, but I kind of messed up there, which is why I deleted the video. The thing Chicken Tom conveniently omitted from his video was the fact that I didn't want to talk about the guy, because at the end of the day, this is a breakup. There's two sides to the story, and I'm not going to be making assumptions based on her context. Obviously, her context is going to favor her and make him look as bad as possible, so I didn't want to really dig into that too much.
That's a fair point, right? Obviously, Like I guess if I'm remembering correctly, there was enough consistency where Turkey Tom, which I consider to be a pretty legible source, like I consider him to be a pretty good person when it comes to getting a level take. You don't always have to agree with him, but like he does a pretty good job, in my opinion, of considering all the factors and legitimacy of all claims before coming to a conclusion. And he came to the conclusion that there was enough consistency in the allegations that the girl was placing on her husband, that the guy's probably a fucking freak. And I remember I left with that same impression. That was something conveniently left out from people like West Jett's first responses to the cheating scandal.
Here's the clip that every side has two stories. And the thing I find the funniest is she talks about him being abusive while her only evidence are screenshots that she tries to explain herself. So obviously it's biased in a way. Anyway, people made some memes. Woman after cheating. My husband was...
Wait, that's it? That's your analysis of this document? That's your... Okay, there's got to be more. Come on. I'll watch the rest of this video for charitability purposes, but...
You weren't very charitable, dog. Because of your charitability, some of your audience started assuming that I was doing this for malicious reasons, and I can tell you outright, I wasn't. But it is sort of ironic in a way, because that's exactly what I did to Fruit. And, you know, I gotta apologize. Mistakes were made. Tiny pig.
Yo, apology, King. King. Acknowledging a mistake and apologizing for it. King West Jett. King West Jett. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see.
Bro, ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, apparently not even you do. To do your fucking job, West Jett. It's your job to report on this stuff.
This is where I fundamentally disagree. I'm not a reporter or a journalist. Unlike Ludwig.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember this part. I don't like this whole thing that people do. Okay, so you might not be a reporter. You may not be a journalist. And I understand the main point of West Jett is to like be funny. But you have 500,000 fucking subscribers. You get over 100,000 views of freaking video. You know, I don't think reading the document being mentioned in accusations is asking for that much. And you have a big enough platform where it's like you are held to a higher standard than some shit tuber like me who concurrently has 2 viewers. I just lost 3 of my 5 viewers. like it's like, right, you're a big guy, you're making money doing it. You're held to a higher standard, okay? Whether you want to be held to that standard or not. You can't blame people for criticizing you for not reading the aforementioned document before coming to a conclusion on a drama. I kind of disagree with West Jett
I don't
there.
hold myself up to a journalistic standard of the 5 pillars. Uncle Ben said, with great power comes great responsibility, and honestly, he was right. I'm not trying to dodge accountability. I was completely wrong, which is why I deleted the video.
And I'd be pretty mad too if my wife 5 different men instead of me.
Yeah, you heard that right. 5 guys, no burgers, no fries.
By the way, West Jett is making this claim. He probably gets mad about false allegations. There's no proof for the idea that she cheated on him with 5 different guys. There's literally none.
Let me break that down. Brother, it's not even me making the claim. This guy's making the claim. If anything, I'm spreading it. And I even wrote the number of guys was unconfirmed.
What West Jett is doing is he read Twitter and he was just like, oh, Twitter must be right. He didn't even pay attention.
I don't know, but it was presented in a way, even in this video, where West Jett is like repeating the possible misinformation, which isn't good. I understand that rando said it on Twitter, but you read it off and then made jokes, which the fact that you're making jokes about it. Oh, 5 guys. She slept with, like, you're regurgitating it in a way where you're like accepting that as factual information, right? That's the criticism. That's the criticism, and it's an accurate one. I don't know. I'm not mad at West Jett for the video. I think it's a fine video. I think he's a funny creator. I'm not going to stop watching him. There doesn't need to be a cancellation of West Jett, but like a lot of these criticisms towards West Jett from Turkey Tom were 100% valid. And he does kind of dismiss them a little bit too much, even, I'd say.
Wake up. Stop hitting the fentanyl.
Hey, we both know we can't stop. We won't stop.
All right, I'm sorry. This video's fucking retarded. Jesus Christ. I think I've made it pretty clear now.
Look at the captions from West. Was that West Jett's caption or Turkey Tom's?
We
dude?
won't
Look.
stop.
All right, I'm sorry. This video's fucking retarded.
Instead of effing retarded, it's effing Boogie Tuna.
Jesus Christ. I think I've made it pretty clear now that the people who are like reporting on this didn't even read the document. It took me like probably all of 20 or 30 minutes to read through the entire thing and clearly see that he was trying to pressure her into having sex.
I'm glad I deleted the video because this story keeps getting weirder. I thought she didn't cheat, but apparently she still might have. And, you know, Turkey Tom was kind of justifying that, which I found funny.
Clear, cut and dry example of like, I don't really feel bad for this guy getting cheated on because he tried to pressure her into having sex. when she didn't want to. I don't feel bad for him at all. In fact, I wish he had done it again just for retribution, because that would have been funny.
I humbly disagree. I feel like if a guy's abusive, that's the last person you'd want to cheat on, because that's just a recipe for disaster.
You're gonna die. Oh shit!
Frankly, I like West Jett.
I don't know. Aggressively pressuring her into sex, and then she cheats. And then Turkey Tom, the cheater, the disgusting fucking cheater, you know, he takes the stance of, oh, it's not that big of a deal. In fact, I wish she would have done it more because he was pressuring her into sex. I do think there is another side of that where it's like she has she's the ability to leave the guy. I understand that they were married. It's a little bit more complicated than just packing your bags and hitting the road, but like, I don't know, you can't just wait. You can't just, because it makes you look bad, right? Like, you can't control yourself that is not cheat on your partner while you are still together. You're giving him power. She gave him power there. You know what I mean? She like gave him the ability to try to paint her in a bad light. That's where all this drama really came from. To twist it from his perspective is to not, I was a douchebag husband and that's why my wife left me, but to twist it into, my wife is a hoe, so that's why she left me, right? Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you, Juice. I 100% think that Turkey Tom was justifying a little bit his own actions. I mean, he's a big guy, right? He's like a huge, rich YouTuber. It's probably not hard for him to sling some freaking poo-tang, all right? But I think that I think it's corrupted him a little bit, honestly, genuinely. I think it's skewed his perception of relationships and women, but he's also a very young guy. You have to remember, I'm 27. Turkis of the Tom is in his early 20s still. He's a bit immature still. He's a young lad. Got a lot of money. And we love that for him. But definitely when it comes to relationships and women, his perception is a bit skewed. I disagree with his outlook on cheating, even at a young age. I cheated on girls. When I cheated on girls, it was because of kissing other girls in like high school. You know, once I got out of high school, and was like, you know, like the relationships got a little bit more serious, which is where Turkey Tom's at this point. You know, cheating was a no-go. It was something that was not going to happen anymore, you know? Like cheating in like high school is one thing. It's like, who the fuck cares? You know, when you're just kissing and cuddling and you're like getting caught like texting another guy emotionally. That's like a big argument from Chud Logic, especially, right? Other people. It's like, because Turkey Tom at some point says here, cheating is pretty normal. 70% of the people you meet have cheated. That's not true. I don't think that statistic is true at all. I know it was just like a dumb statistic he threw out in the moment to try to make a point. But then other people ran with it for him, being all like, well, if you would think about you, Chud Logic, that British guy, the British dude, Chud Logic. Well, if you think about it, you're not thinking about it correctly. Freaking Chud, I can't do a Chud Logic, dude. He has like a very specific British. He's not like, he speaks the Queen's English, you know? But his whole deal was there, if you consider the cheating not just on a physical level of intimacy, but also think of it as emotionally cheating through text messages and blah, 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 then way more people have cheated than you think. It's not the same. It's not the same at all. Chud Logic, I'm sorry. It's not the same, okay? Catching your girl, like, getting a little bit personal with a guy through text message is not the same of her sending her freaking titties, okay? It's like, no. Go to your boys, dude. Go to your, imagine if a YouTuber tried to paint his girlfriend as a cheater and his claims were, she was getting very personal in the text messages with this other man. Nobody would take that seriously. Nobody considers that to be genuine cheating, okay? I'm sorry. A lot of sweeping for Turkis of the Tom here, genuinely. That's my take.
Videos, but I never had like a lot of respect for his research in the first place, and this only once again confirms that to me, because he is literally just regurgitating what retweets say on Twitter and not substantiating any claim that he makes.
You're doing the exact same thing. You're just taking the side of the person who wrote the manifesto and just pretty much accepting its bias.
No, but he's not doing, I disagree with that from West Jett, though. Turkey Tom is not doing the same thing. West Jett is taking third-party accounts of the situation, overlooking further into the first-party account, which would be reading the doc that the girl in question wrote. Not the same thing, West Jett. Not the same thing. That's where Turkey Tom has West Jett.
After a long drag of my DMT pen, I was thinking, why does this dude care so much about a VTuber I guarantee he didn't know yesterday?
Ooh, what is this? Who is this VTuber anyway? I like the kawaii like look, but then like I'm a grown ass man. I'm not gonna like put pictures of little anime girls just because they look cute around my room, right? Fucking weird, dude. People that watch this and are like, fuck yeah, weird, dude. They're weirdos, dude. Like,
then I found out.
Like little kids, and they are. But this should be like content angled towards little kids. Like I don't know. It's fucking weird, man.
I don't care if a guy cheats on a girl and I don't know them. I don't care if a girl cheats on a guy and I don't know them. It's not my fucking problem, okay? I have cheated before. I have dated people who have cheated before. It's not my fucking, like, it's not chat's problem. It's not the world's problem. It doesn't fucking matter, okay? It's like a thing that happens in relationships.
That's not the norm, though.
Wait, Tom cheated on someone? Yes. Welcome to being a fucking adult. 70% of every adult you meet will have...
No, dude. Yes, welcome to being an adult. 70% of that is so... Dude, that is an insane moment, dude. This is an L. This is an L take, dude, from Turkey Tom. This is bad. This is bad. L Tom. Lurky Tom, dude. I fundamentally disagree with him. If you cheat, I don't think it means that you're like the devil and you need to be put down or anything like that. But like, cheating is a bad thing. It is a character flaw for many reasons, and you should not do it, okay? And if you did it, whatever, move on with your life, but don't sit here and be like, well, I don't care. Cheating's not even that bad. No, it is bad. Many people disagree with you. And yeah, I definitely think he's played some mental gymnastics to justify his own actions a bit here. It would appear to me. This is the first time he's being confronted with his his own personal thoughts on the subject with a wider audience, and they're not reacting to it positively. Well, yeah, I agree. He sounds so he's like very confident in the statement that he's making, which again, that's like if you're going to play armchair psychologist, which I am, because I'm a genius and I know everything about everything all the time. I know everything. I'm always right about everything. I would say that means he's like had his own thoughts. Like he's really thought about this a lot privately for him to so confidently come out with this take. And I think if people were to think more why this struck them so hard, it's not just what he's saying, it's how he's saying it. And he's saying it from a perspective, from a voice. The way he's articulating comes from a place of, oh, this guy's really thought about this before. This is the conclusion he's come to privately.
Cheated on someone at some point in their life.
You were the chosen one. At this point, you're just Destiny's child. Don't go to the dark side.
Yeah.
Like, are we just gonna meme here? Are we gonna like substantively respond?
Yes.
I should have changed the freaking VOD. I should have changed the video. Hold on. Can I edit? I'm kind of scared to put Turkey Tom. Turkey Tom might come and smite me if I change the VOD name to the Turkish of the Tom name. How do I fucking do it? How do I do it? How do I put Turkey Tom in? How do I change the title? I can never remember, dude. YouTube needs to get their shit together with live streaming. They have the worst fucking live streaming interface in the world, dude. Ever, dude. It's terrible. Like what? I want to share. I want to bookmark. Yeah, I want to add a stream marker. I want to create a highlight video. I'll insert an ad. Fuck it. You guys get an ad? Did you get an ad? Thank you. 2 people got an ad. I just lost 2 viewers. Oh God. Edit. I want to edit the stream, dude. This should not be this difficult. There it is. It's going to add it to the title. Turkey Tom is a cheater. There we go. Now I've added it.
Yes, I'm making jokes about it, albeit it's a serious situation, but she still released a 90-page paper about her ex-boyfriend from 6 years ago to her Twitter.
Wait, oh my God, the drama was 6 years ago? Did he recently come out and try to paint her as a hoe that she released the doc 6 years later? That is psycho shit. That is psycho shit. Unless he's like continuously being a negative part of her life, like he's like being like toxic even after the breakup. That is insane for you 6 years after a fucking breakup to be this like this mad, this pissed. Very weird. Very weird.
We can agree to disagree. It's my opinion, however, that cheating is bad in every context, no matter what.
If you're gonna make a claim about someone, which is like potentially career ending, people are trying to like end Fruit's career over this. Shouldn't you be the one that's like looking into this shit?
100%. He's right. I messed up. I'll take accountability for that. But I didn't mess up in the way he says.
Like, I hate to be soy about it, but this is such a clear cut and dry example of like, I don't really feel bad for this guy getting cheated on because he tried to pressure into having sex.
With that logic,
See, that's fair.
why should you care the girl got abused either?
My bigger problem
Because abuse is worse. Because abuse is worse than getting... That's funny. If your logic is... Hold on, let's listen to that again.
dry example of like, I don't really feel bad for this guy getting cheated on because he tried to pressure into having sex.
With that logic, why should...
I don't really feel if this guy got cheated on because he pressured her into having sex. Are those equal? Is that an equal exchange of punishment? I don't think it is. Because cheating is a betrayal of trust and commitment. But then the pressuring someone into sex is a betrayal. Is a betrayal of trust and commitment. Well, at least the guy's being honest about what he wants, right? I think cheating's worse, but only slightly. Only by like a little bit. Because there's more deception involved in the cheating. I actually had to stop to think about that one.
should you care the girl got abused either?
My bigger problem with this is the coverage around the situation, where it's very, very obvious to me that Asmongold and West Jett clearly did not read this document at all, and yet decided to talk about it out of their ass.
Once again, he's 100% correct. I should have read the full document, and I'm not trying to justify anything here, but I think I would have came to the same conclusion because I misunderstood what the autonomy thing meant.
But from these messages, I think I can 1000% justify her cheating on this guy with 5 to 1,000 guys.
Like, we know why you took the position, but you got to understand that not everyone
Can justify cheating on this guy for pressuring her into having sex she didn't want to have with 5 to 1,000 guys. Keep in mind that they're married. Like, I get where he's coming from because it's like it was like borderline abusive. It was like debatably abusive, how much and how weird he was, how much of a freak he was, right? But then, like, okay, like, you're leaving the relationship and you found a new partner and you get with the new partner before you're completely done with the relationship, right? But then like 5 to 1,000, 5 to 1,000 guys, like, I get, like, I don't know. He clearly has very little value. Like, he genuinely just doesn't care about cheating at all, which I disagree with. But if that's the way he feels and that's the way he feels, you're not going to change that. That's his position. And other than that, everything that he said about the controversy, the corrections that he made was spot on, it seems.
Everyone can justify cheating, and that's fine. The dude's texts are bad, and most likely than not, the dude is a clown.
What is it? But making me feel like I have to be forced to do something I'm completely uncomfortable with and stressed out about for the sake of this relationship. That's okay with you. I will put money where my mouth is. We are not equals like I assume we were. You would say no, right? But that's about it. I would give you shit. Yeah, he was weird. I think at one point he was like saying, like, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to divorce you. I'm like, yeah, that's like straight up abusive. I'm going to divorce you because you won't let me hit it from behind. Yeah, the guy's a fucking freak. I think cheating's a problem, but I think I'm starting to I'm refreshing myself on what I know about the drama, and I'm starting to change my position. I think this guy was such a fucking asshole and a freak that I actually don't care that his girlfriend cheated on him because he treated her like shit. I think cheating's bad, and it wasn't the right move to make. Okay. But I get it. I'm understanding it more now, but I don't know why you had to defend cheating as an entire concept still.
clown. But the reason I didn't cover these messages was because, firstly, we didn't have the context for everything, and chronologically, it wasn't in order. One thing I should have said in my video, that saying you're gonna game end yourself in any context if somebody doesn't give you a sexual favor is clown behavior.
Leave me to prove how
Clown behavior, it's fucking insane. If you have and they were married, if you're telling your wife, if you don't let me engage in this sexual act with you, I'm going to murk myself, you belong in a cage. You should be locked in a fucking cage, dude. You're demented. You're a freak.
serious you are. I've been contemplating flight again, because at the end of the day, no matter how normal my life appears to be, it will always come crashing down and burning around me. Nothing will remain of what I had hope in. Nothing I care about survives the test of time. So if I don't stick around, I won't be on this earth. Like, he's literally in these messages plainly saying, hey, look, you know, there's this act. I know you don't want to do it, but if you don't do it, I'm gonna end my life.
Yeah, that looks really bad, and it's unjustifiable. But in my video, I chose to focus on the VTuber who released the 90-page manifesto. I had to judge her because of her words and how she fragmented it. So, like, I get there's...
It's so crazy that West Jett would say that then, though, because he's just got done saying, I had to judge her based on her words and the way that she fragmented it. You didn't read the doc, dude. Oh, this is a shit show. This is a shit show. This is a true battle of the minds here, dude. This is actually really good to look into.
There's two sides to every story, but why is this trash even on the internet?
Everyone else tries. I've never f***ed a woman, and then we have a redacted word there. I don't know if that's like raw or like in the, you know, I don't know what the specific sex act you wanted to do was.
Very
in
easy.
in the booty.
God is literally punishing you.
in the fucking tookerish, dude. Oh shit.
My example of like, I don't really feel bad for this guy getting cheated on because he tried to pressure into having sex.
With that logic, why should you care
God damn it.
the dude?
If I don't stick around, I won't be on this earth. Like, he's literally in these messages plainly saying, hey, look, you know, there's this sex act. I know you don't want to do it, but if you don't do it, I'm gonna end my life.
Yeah, that looks really bad, and it's unjustifiable. But in my video, I chose to focus on the VTuber who released the 90-page
really
manifesto. I had to judge her because of her words and how she fragmented.
Dude, that part should have been cut from the video. I had to judge her based on her words and how she fragmented. You didn't read the doc, bro. That's the whole criticism. He had some valid points here, but bro, you didn't read the fucking doc, dude. You didn't see how her words. You didn't see how she fragmented it. That's Turkey Tom's criticism that will stand no matter what West Jett says in this video.
It. So, like, I get there's two sides to every story, but why is this trash even on the internet?
Everyone else tries. I've never f***ed a woman, and then we have a redacted word there. I don't know if that's like,
I don't know why it's on the
raw.
internet. Did the guy try to like slander her? Did the guy try to get at her reputation? Because she is a public figure, right? If your ex is coming after you and trying to slander you, and you're a public figure and that's how you make your money, then I understand why you would bring up a document. You'd post a document explaining your side of the events.
Or like,
but otherwise, like airing out relationship drama on the internet is just cringe. You should never do it. It's dumb.
You know, I don't know what the specific sex act he wanted to do was.
Very easily, this could be seen as her just blurring stuff out to make herself look better, and you don't even mention that.
All right, it could be seen that way, West Jett, but come on, dude. And then this is all hindsight as well because he didn't read this at the time. Or you didn't read the full thing at the time. So it's like, okay, so without the context that would have been provided if you would have read the full document, you have a wider assumption of what could be blurred out there. When it's pretty obvious this is again referring to some type of sexual act that the girl is not comfortable with, that the man is trying to force her into doing. I mean, it's pretty freaking obvious, okay?
Look better, and you don't even mention that. Surprisingly so, there was a lot of people actually defending her behavior too, and shocker to nobody, they were also VTubers.
Yeah, her behavior actually can be defended if you actually read the document. I'm not a VTuber, okay?
It can be defended whether you agree with cheating. Like Turkey Tom went overboard defending the cheating is a concept, but like, yeah, I think that cheating can be defended if you look further into the document. Then, you know, further defense for her than her just being some hoe that cheated on her husband. Like, there's more to it than that, and she provides that. You know, it's funny too because Turkey Tom does have this point where in this, like this side of the internet that we're watching, a lot of people, when girls come out with allegations, they're like, well, I'm going to wait till we hear the other side of it. We don't know. I want to hear the full story. And then this is an instance where like a girl, it seems, had allegations pushed against her. She came out with something, and then like people didn't look for the full way into it. Joe, you saw the LolCal live. I did see the LolCal live, dude. They buried Boogie. I fucking hate that guy, dude. Bury that guy. Is there anything new on LolCal live going on?
Hey, I hate all VTubers.
We're catching up. We're playing catch up. We're playing catch up on all the drama.
I'm defending her behavior.
Right now, we're looking into the West Jett Turkey Tom dilemma, where Turkey Tom came out as a filthy, disgusting fucking cheater, piece of shit.
Defending it right now. I do not care that she cheated on a guy who tried to force her to have sex.
Oh, your husband who's there in Afghanistan fighting for the country? A loser.
He is actually a loser, though. That guy is actually a loser. That guy is like what? What is with this weird?
Why do they both have to be losers? I don't know. West Jett does keep defending like himself in very odd ways in this video.
Weird narrative people are going with, where like, if you've ever served in the armed forces, you're like some great person who can never be shit on ever.
That's not what I was going for here, though.
If you're gonna make a claim about someone, which is like potentially career ending, people are trying to like end Fruit's career over this. Shouldn't you be the one that's like looking into this?
Like, sure, it sucks. People have made false allegations around me too. Shazam said I said the N-word on stream, which wasn't true.
No, Turkey Tom is right. You tried to lever you totally did. West Jett totally did try to lever this guy's service, military service, as some like, oh, well, he was in the military, so you know he's a good guy, so she must just be a hoe. He did. He 100% did bring it up like that.
True. I said it off
This
stream.
is totally fair criticism.
I just replied, and it was fine. Once again, should I have done that? No. And it gets worse. She calls cheating exercising autonomy over her body.
No, she did not. No, she did fucking... Are you... Okay, I actually have to pull up the document at this point in time, okay? This is like...
People use autonomy in regards to cheating, and I genuinely misunderstood that, but the way you covered it made it seem like I did it on purpose to push a narrative, and that is not the case. I'm gonna make an assumption here that might tickle a lot of your pickles, but if you watch VTubers, you are either mentally ill, chronically online, or gooning.
True. That is true, okay? 1 point to West Jett. True facts stated. I completely agree with that point.
Whatever you do, don't send any hate to Tom. I like the guy. He has 4 YouTube channels and 15 Venezuelan editors for all of them, and he's literally supporting the GDP of my country.
West Jett, did you read it?
Looking back at it, in retrospect, I should have
Good
obviously
video,
emphasized that the guy
it's
was
interesting
no
to hear
angel
both their
either.
sides, because they did both have like some good points here and there.
Include that
But
in-
overall, I mean, I think Tom just fucking mogged West Jett here. The only thing Tom fucked up on, in my opinion, that I disagree with him on, is trying to really underplay the severity of cheating. But I get his point. Okay, he understated the severity of the cheating, but his point still stands regardless.
In my video, but I thought it wouldn't be fair to make assumptions on him based on her text. Truth be told, my deleted video actually aged well, and the only reason I deleted it is because I was in over my head. Your audience thinks that your vid made me delete my video, which is not the case. I deleted my video a day earlier. However, I do gotta apologize.
Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who fucking cares? Your audience dude, I like West Jett. I watch his videos, but that is so fucking cringe to even... Your audience thinks that I deleted the video because of you, and I didn't. Who gives a shit?
My video a day earlier. However, I do gotta apologize to Fruit for messing up the autonomy thing, because genuinely I think that was my only mistake. And I guess the reading, but I don't think that would have made a difference in how I came up to my conclusion. And to answer your question...
Do you actually have a brain?
No.
Are you retarded?
Yes. So subscribe to my channel so I can pay for my lobotomy. And Turkey Tom, you're not even a turkey.
He's not a fucking turkey. He fucking got him. All right. Am I even subscribed to West Jett on this account? I am. West Jett. This guy. This guy right here. This guy. Can you see it? Can you see it? Yeah. So, here we go. This guy. Check him out. He's pretty good. I like his videos so far. Seen some good stuff. Seen good stuff from West Jett. Who were these people? I kind of want to look further into this drama.